So I've discovered some glitches with the character editor, the in-game character editor, not the, I mean, based, obviously from character creation. Things have been changing on their own on my character's face. I first noticed this when I was zoomed out and saw my little portrait here, and I was like, my character is not smiling. And I had set it all the way to the max so that they looked like they had a smile. So I went into the editor to find out that they were not smiling. And also a bunch of stuff had changed from when I had created the character. Here's one repeatable glitch right off the bat, the voice pitch.
Side by side!
If I change the voice pitch, and let's say I max it out here, and I click done, then I go back into the character creator, it's back at 1. So that's one glitch. Another one that I noticed is these sliders. They change on their own. And also your, where is it? It's your skin type. When I made the character, I had it on skin type 4, but then when I looked at it this time, it was on 3, which is terrible. I wouldn't have chosen that. But so then I looked at some of these other things, and I found out that the teeth type was different, and all these sliders were changed from what I had set them as. And just as a test, I'm going to set all of these to the middle, because that's where I had them originally. This is not how it looked when I first went in here to look at this. They were all over the place. I think it happens gradually over time as the game goes on. I think your sliders randomly change. See? There you go. I got 2 sliders that changed right there. So change them back. Move around for a little while. Like I said, I think it's a time thing. Like, just over time they sort of do things, change. I mean, I've had this game going on for a while here, but a definite repeatable glitch is the voice.
Up the ladders!
Every time I change my voice to 2 or increase the voice pitch to the maximum, it always goes back. It always goes back to 1 and that. There's a lot of these face settings I have not looked at. Now it didn't change this time, which is unusual. Usually there's a couple of sliders that move around, but it didn't do it this time. But let's just as a test, I'm going to move all the sliders in every section to the middle. Or actually, I could just do it this way. Put them all down to the bottom. Every section. This is not my chosen eyebrow either. That changed too. Because I hadn't looked at the eye section yet. But it changed my eyebrow type. So I'll switch it to 1, even though that's not what I'm gonna have to redo my whole character after this. It's all changed up anyway. It's all over the place from what I had originally made it. I'll leave the hair alone. the hair has never the hair had never changed. The hair and the hair color didn't change at all. It was all those other things, and that's still the same. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna move around, go in and out of places. To maybe take a walk around. That's taking a long time to load. For a second there, I thought I'd crashed. So anyway, I'm gonna get back out of there. Alright. Let's go a couple of different places and menus. Just messing around here. Just, you know. So I'm thinking that every time a scene changes, that there's a possibility that these settings might alter slightly. Okay, I'll get out of town. Now we'll take a look again. Alright, so the voice went back to 1. That's definite repeatable. And skin type still the same. 2 sliders moved there. 1 slider there, 1 slider there. 4 sliders there. 2 sliders there. And that's unchanged. But you can see that these sliders are being changed on their own. Now, if I keep playing the game and I keep going on and on for, you know, days, months, weeks, whatever, these sliders are going to keep shifting around on their own. You know, just from what you just saw here, like, you know, they'll keep doing this, or they'll start moving on their own like this. You know, they'll start looking like that. You know, many days later they start doing this kind of thing. I mean, I'll put all these sliders back down again. Put them all back to the minimum. We'll take note of this one, the nose. Let's see if those 4 sliders all pop up again, because I don't think it's the same every time.
We've shown them! Form up!
So for females, the only
Form a sword! Like a shield wall!
The only choice you have is 1 and 2.
Shoulder to shoulder!
I'm just gonna just to shake things up. I'm gonna change that to the down to the bottom. Leave it on 2. Went back to 1 anyway, but this didn't pop up. No change, no change, no change, no change. But you know, I did it. I went pretty quick there. I have to, like I said, I got to go through the game for a little while, look at menus, do things.
Well, and who do we have here?
In order to have it happen.
Who are you, and what do you want?
And that's another glitch. Whenever you visit someone, that happens. If they're sitting down when you visit them, they're still sitting down when you're done talking to them. Get out of there. Let's enter the dungeon. I'm gonna go to all these menus, all these places, and then we'll take a look and see how many of the sliders have been altered. It's a lengthy repetition process, I know. Sorry, but I gotta do this to show you what's going on. You know what? We're even gonna go to another town. And now she's smiling. Now she's got a smile, even though all the settings were at the minimum. In other words, she should have a frown on right now, not a smile. In fact, that looks like one of those concave settings. Well, I guess it would be all the way on the left. So she has a slanted smile because of that, but it's still a smile. So I think the more you do, the more the settings move. Just over time as you're playing. Wow. That is a long time to load, and it's longer than I'm used to. Okay. Now I'll take a look at the editor again and see what's changed. Well, she's still frowning. Oh, my voice pitch didn't change this time. This changed, but this slider did not move down like it was before. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, none of them changed this time. Except for that voice pitch. But, one more little test here. Gonna put everything up to the max. I don't know what's triggering these things changing, but they do change. Maybe I need to save and reload to make them shift. Eesh, that's hideous. I might keep it that way. Starting to look like a Disney character. Alright. Done. Move around, go to town. Aha! There we go. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, I've demonstrated the bug, glitch, whatever, glitches. It's up to you guys now to fix it.